ever, it was Stephen A. Smith, where Stephen A. Smith basically called himself trying to shame the so-called black community, or basically shame BET, which isn't black owned, for paying tribute to OJ Simpson. And basically he got grilled, he got destroyed by pretty much everybody. And then he tries to talk tough to two of the people that really went in on him. Went in on him, Willie D and Faison Love. And it went terribly wrong to the point to where he tried to walk it back and do what I was trying to say. But when he did his first segment, he made himself look like a full-blown, you know what I'm saying, like flunky for, you know what I'm saying, his white bosses by saying, you know, I'm disappointed in BET for paying homage to OJ Simpson because of what happened with OJ Simpson. What part you don't understand? He was found innocent, but at the same time, you're not outraged by, you know, what happened to Trayvon Martin. You should be talking about that, how that was a great injustice. But no, he tried to say, see, USSA and all these white media outlets, white-owned media outlets, they're going to be looking at us funny. Who gives a damn what they think? And you just showed that everybody, and you proved to the world that you care what people that don't look like you think. And it shows that you say the stuff that you say for money and tokens. Because at the end of the day, Stephen A., we know you a token. We know you a Negro whisperer. But at the end of the day, what you whispering go in one ear and out the other. May not even touch our ears. We may be tone deaf to you because you've been out of touch with the black community for years, ever since you brought your black ass back to ESPN. And that's just real talk. And you try to make excuse after excuse. Now, it's kind of funny. I want to see if people finna have the same energy what I'm about to talk about in regards to Vince McMahon. Now, I don't know if you know what's been going on. Chael Shannon has been outing everybody. Now, Chael Shannon, he putting his life at risk trying to out Dana White and Vince McMahon. But we'll talk about that later on today. So after Stephen A. Smith got cooked by both Willie D and Faison Love, then he tries to come with an explanation. No, but what I was saying is, you know, keep in mind, he was accused of, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Stephen A. He got off. You more worried and more upset about a black man allegedly getting found innocent of killing two white people versus a 17-year-old who was killed by a white Latino man for just basically trying to get home, minding his own business. Then you kept sinking yourself into a hole by saying, oh, well, what about what OJ said about I'm not black, I'm OJ? How many times have you threw black people under the bus? You specialize in throwing black people under the bus. You specialize in doing it. But you trying to point the finger at OJ? Whatever OJ said, he tried to make it right within the end. Because he was dealing with Cameron, he was dealing with Mace. And OJ, when he got out of jail, he saw the support. Like I said, nobody is a saint. Everybody say stuff stupid. I've said stupid stuff before. At the end of the day, we're human. But you always trying to talk tough to black people. How come you don't be talking like that to what's that dude's name? Gullick? I forgot what his first name is, who constantly be taking shots at black people. Doug Gullick, right? That's his name. How come you don't have that same vitriol for David Portnoy, a guy who has a history of saying racist stuff? How come you don't talk tough like that to them? But then you be trying to say, yeah, I was about to get in Willie D. No, you wasn't. Nigga, please. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ran for me. You ran for me. So stop the cap, dude. Everybody see who you are and everybody know what you are, dude. You are a sellout. You are a pawn. You are a token. You are a Sambo. You are a watermelon man. You are a biscuit eater. You butter biscuits with extra syrup, my nigga. So stop playing these games, Stephen A. You ain't that dude. I can't stand people like you. You make sure you talk tough like that with people that don't look like you. That's the difference between me and you. I got the same energy for everybody. You try to be timid. You kind of walk it back. You fall back a little bit when it come to them non-blacks, to them white folks. You don't be talking all aggressive. You don't be talking like Nino Brown when it come to them white folks or them non-black. It's funny. You keep bringing up Diddy. You had something to say about Diddy. You had something to say about Will Smith. You ain't said nothing about Harley, said anything. Once again, you ain't said hardly nothing about Chad Willer. Yeah, you tried to quickly distance yourself from Josh Giddey. You ain't said nothing about what's been going on with Vince McMahon. You ain't said nothing about Kevin Spacey. Ain't said nothing about Ezra Miller. But you always got black people's name in your mouth, trying to wag your finger at black people. Didn't go in on Conor McGregor when Conor McGregor is on camera destroying property, acting a damn fool. You ain't said nothing about Conor McGregor, his accusations. And then when you get called out, you try to play stupid. Hey man, well, y'all questioning my blackness, or I'm a black man. You sure, Stephen A? You sure you a black man? You sure? All skin folks ain't kin folks. Just because you have melanin in you don't mean that you down. You a clown, but you ain't down. How many times I got to tell you this, bruh? BAF. BAF. Black ass fuck. You stay embarrassing yourself. I'm not even going to say embarrassing black people, because we long distance ourselves from you. We know what you are, Stephen A. You proved it time and time again. You had all the energy in the world for Kyrie Irving, tried to destroy his career, constantly calling for black coaches to get fired, Marvin Lewis in particular. But you was giving guys like Urban Meyer a pass, who came out the gate getting into it with ownership, getting into it with the players. You love to sit up there and speak on black players' money, but never the white players. There's been several white players that's been accused of domestic violence, but you couldn't wait to talk about Von Miller. Here it is, Dana White accused of sleeping with multiple women, but Malika Andrews ain't got nothing to say. Says she's so worried about who black man is dealing with, but we already know that she's dealing with somebody from the powdered milk village. So that's what I'm saying. They never had the same energy. So Stephen A, just stop it, dude. Stop trying to talk tough. Stop trying to talk like you with it, because you're not. At the end of the day, due to the fact that you responded to everybody, you just showing that you are having a breakdown. It's getting to you. Have some backbone, dude. Challenge the people that you work with. But you so worried about money instead of having integrity. You used to be one of the most respected journalists back in the day. But your respect went out the door the first time they let you go. So now, like you said before, stand on that, dude. You said it. Every day I'll wake up. Remember that famous quote? Every day I'll wake up trying to figure out how I can make my bosses more money and how I could get some of it. You got to own up to that. That's you. You pretty much admitted that you willing to sell out. Niggas like you, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey said for a certain amount of money, he'll sit up there and let white people call him the N-word. And that's why all this stuff is happening to Steve Harvey, because he don't have no backbone and sitting up telling black people to forget about reparations. Like I said, we the only ones that always have to forget about something. We the only ones that don't have the right to ask for something that specifically benefits us. But everybody else asks for stuff that specifically benefits them. You don't see them riding for us, but black people always want to include everybody else. Nah, we done with that. If you niggas want to continue to, be on that train, where you want to ride for everybody else except your own kind, well, y'all train need to be derailed. Anyway, this your boy Tam. I'm out.